Gamer mode time. Boom, boom. We want to go stunning shield for the rush because jackals are dangerous. That's going to be a problem later, so we're going to deal with it now. That's smart rushing. If you know you're dragging jackals into a corridor, like that's what insta-pops people when they're rushing tombs. It's better to just deal with it. Alternatively, you could actually get jackals to low HP and they start running away. Ooh, a tea room. So that's also something that you could do. Instead of killing the jackals outright, you can just get them low and then leave them. Yeah, let's grab these. MP pots is useful. I've got the M heal to deal with the bosses, but you never know when you're gonna fuck up and use too many stuns at once. This is my PP, by the way. Pretty epic. But I figured I'd show you one of this instead of my other knight because Colo Sword is really nice. Like Colo Sword is honestly what you should use for Tomb, but not everybody has a Colo Sword, and sometimes you got to adapt to that, especially in like free for alls. This is just a solo, so you know it isn't exactly you know how most of your tombs are going to go. But this is like it's not a whole lot different. It's mostly just like leeching when you're in an FFA. Like in an FFA, you want to let everybody else do the work, but you're doing work at the start. So like when they just act, like you don't even want to be on the last Sark. You want to be at the boss room when they're doing the last Sark, and you want to be hitting. Nut because she activates first. Just get like on a melee, like Soulbound is really easy to get. If you just get like, you know, like 4 or 5 swings in on like pretty much any sword, you're guaranteed like Soulbound. And then after that, you know, you can move on to Bess, who will probably be getting smashed. If you get to Bess early enough before the group like smashes him, you'll actually get him before he starts doing his shotguns, which makes it even easier. Although it isn't impossible to get melee damage on Bess when he's doing his shotguns. It's just, you know, more dangerous, but it's fine. What I'd absolutely not recommend is going in for damage on Bess when Nut and Geb are activated, like fully activated. Like when they're doing like paralyzed shots, and you can tell Nut's paralyzed shots are the giant arrows. Her biggest arrows are paralyzed, and Geb's paralyzed. Geb has a paralyzed as well. I forget which one's he's, but you'll know him when you see him. Geb like switches between like really high damage, like black shots, and then there's paralyzers in there somewhere as well. Unless I'm thinking of something else. There's also Nut's icicles. You can see your icicles pretty easily. This fucking shield, man. Can I just... No, I can't. I don't have the MP for that. Oh, the socks are the worst part about a tomb. This is why I leech. They're not hard, they just take way too long. There shouldn't be 5 of them, honestly. Like 3 socks would make more sense. Like have them spread out, but just like the sock fights themselves can just be so drawn out and long. Like nobody needs that. Alright, I believe I left a jackal in the corridor up here, which means we're switching to stunning shield. Because, again, jackals are what will kill you in a rush. Now that the Jackal Lord is dead, we can make our way again. Occasionally sitting on enemies with the damage shield unless they paralyze us. And if you can kill those scarab guys, these guys right here, like absolutely do it. Paralyze is also bad. Although if you just keep moving, like a big misconception with the tomb is that, you know, like paralyze is the most deadly, but it's actually really easy to avoid the paralyze if you just keep moving. It's like hesitation that will get you paralyzed. These guys might confuse you, but you just keep going. Alright, here again. I don't even know how I did so much damage to that one. Over there. It's buffing up. I wasn't even aiming for that guy. Got him. See, the paralyze is not so bad. Honestly, these archer guys are way more likely to paralyze you than anybody else. Like the scarabs and the towers, honestly, like, are not going to paralyze you if you just keep moving. Or not for any meaningful amount of time, I guess. Man, I'm not doing these shields right. Come on. Melee defense makes, you know, what's usually dangerous for other characters in sucks. Absolutely not. I can just sit on pretty much everything with 9. And you could probably do the same with Warrior and Paladin, honestly. Wouldn't be a whole lot different. One more Sark. We did get a Tea Room, so it's only 4. We can leave that Jackal Lord alone just because he wasn't in a corridor, which means he's ignorable. So this is what I mean. I hesitated there, and that's why the Scarabs got me. If I had just kept moving, those Scarabs wouldn't have been able to do anything. Just shooting forward to clear the corridors. Maybe spam the shield a little bit. Oh, that's a bad room. We're just going to push right into it, because those things don't have a lot of HP. So if you just stop being scared of them, they'll die before you do. Get insted. Get insted. It's also worth noting that when you're doing Sarks, like keeping the priestesses small is the best bet. Like activating them one at a time actually makes it go faster than doing, you know, say sitting in one spot and doing damage over time. Alright, let's grab, nah, these are just HP. We don't need HP in a tomb. If you're gonna die, you're gonna die. And that's just it. Like, otherwise, don't waste your time. MP is where it's at. We didn't get a whole lot of MP pots, but hopefully I just have a high enough MP heal to negate that need. Kind of stacking up, but it's alright. That's a lot of paralyzed archer guys. This is what you gotta kind of watch out for. These are the actual paralyzed minions that you should care about. It's alright because they don't really follow you out of the rooms. So if you manage to just escape the room, you'll be fine. Of course, for the boss fight, we're going to be using this stunning shield, pretty much primarily. Even though the damage shield would probably get it done faster, it's just better to be safe. We'll just use these tinctures, because why not? And Bess is in a bad rotation. That is unfortunate. Oh, no, we got a moment. Stunning him in this initial phase stops him from weakening and allows you to get extra damage in. Now my Harpy has attack far, my pet, and that might end up activating some bosses early, which means that this isn't a true clean tomb. But that's alright. So long as you don't focus them, you won't push them into phases that are detrimental for the rest of the fight. Like, for instance, activating Nut's Paralyze is quite bad. You might want to, if you accidentally activate some of them, you might want to shoot them a little bit, just because their first phase is always a weaken phase, and that can actually stop you from doing damage to the boss that you're currently trying to fight. And, like, obviously, you know, you're not going to get anywhere if they're constantly weakened. So as always, we're doing best nut Geb. Sometimes you would have just noticed Geb's shot there. Sometimes even when Geb isn't activated, he does this little shotgun. That's why it's good to just never sit on him. You know, you should never sit on any boss, even if it's completely safe. See, that's unfortunate. But luckily, she's doing a tighter circle. Oh, there we go. There's a couple of these phases. I'm not sure if these are timed or if you have to push them out specifically. I'm going to just try and push it out. But there's a lot of these phases, and you just got to be patient, really. Like, he's kind of in front of it. Am I? Oh, there we go. They're off each other. I did have to hit best Geb there, though. And see now, those blue crystals, the paralyze that comes from that is actually quite bad, because it's quite hard to avoid. Harder to avoid than the bigger paralyze. Even if I'm pretty sure the bigger paralyze lasts longer, but obviously that doesn't matter because it's going to be the one that's harder to avoid that ends up fucking you. See, I just activated Geb then. He's starting to do his weaken shotguns. She might have just healed him straight out of it. Because she... Oh, no. There we go. See, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to push Geb into his first phase, whatever that is. It's, you know... Well, if I can get some nut damage here, then I'm going to... But yeah, I'm just going to ignore Geb for the most part. Like, I'm just going to pretend he's not there. Now, obviously, keeping a clean tomb, you don't want to damage the bosses. But if he's doing weaken shotguns, sometimes it's best to just activate him into his first phase, because his first phase is often... the safest. I think Bess has a shotgun on his first phase, which might make you want to not do the same for Bess. You know, but you know, sometimes these things can't be helped. Use the pillars. This is what makes this so good from Ice Tomb. The pillars are a godsend. Now, Nut is easy with a melee, honestly. Like, especially in low numbers. If you get a stun off on her, even if you don't, you can often just overpower her. Like, if you just keep shooting at her and don't get scared off, you'll probably kill her before she does anything meaningful. Ooh. Don't get slowed, kids. There we go. Alright. Geb is the hardest for a melee. In FFA, you want to just let other people do Geb. But you notice that in all three bosses, if you look back, their first phases are always their easiest. So if you're in FFA Republic, you just want to do damage like right at the start during those phases. I'd honestly always do Nut first, because she starts paralyzed pretty early, and you don't want to be in as a melee during a paralyzed phase. So you got to be watch out for that. You've also got to be careful here when you're circling with Geb in this last part. Oh shit! I really needed to get that stun. Even if you have him stunned, like him spawning those artifacts can actually kill you, because they do like 100 damage each or something crazy like that. Oh fuck! All right, this is the scary part. This is the part where you can lose your character. Oh man, if he just jumps on you, there's just not a whole lot you can do. Stunning won't help me, so I might actually switch to DPS. Now, I believe you're supposed to push him against the wall, but I always get really scared. Oh my god. You can see why. It's just a lot of damage here. You really do have to be dodging the artifacts and his black bullets. He's doing these jumps. I don't normally see these. I'm kind of just like spamming the shield in case he does that little jump, hoping that he just runs into it, but I might have to go do something. And it's important to keep shooting, because those scarabs will actually kill you. Paralyze is lethal. When you have shots of this damage caliber just flying around everywhere, of course Paralyze is lethal. This is unrealistic. I honestly would never ever suggest soloing a tomb on a melee at this point. Like it just like two-manning, like duo is perfect. You know, going with a guilty or something. Make somebody bring a staff class or a bow class. Oh my god! Oh no! See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is why never do one of these alone. Like as a melee, unless you have Colo. Colo, I would have already been done with Colo now, because you could just reach him when he does that little jump. But with Majesty, God, this is what annoying. I gotta brainstorm here. How am I gonna do this? It just feels like when I push in, like the shots just get so much more concentrated. I might actually switch to stunning, even though one good wallop with that DPS shit would kill him. Alright, here we go. This is it. He either jumps on me and I die, or that, I guess. I don't want him to slide off to the side. Oh, shit. This was harder with... I remember doing this with Doku on my Samurai, and that was hard. Oh my god, I could have got so much damage in then! I could have just got like a stun, and that would have put him on at least low. Just dodge left and right. Oh, no. I don't know what we took so much damage from, probably artifacts. It's really hard to see the artifact shot sometimes. We've got to push him back away. We need that platform that he's standing on. Maybe it's those bombs. I don't know what those bombs are doing in DPS. To be honest, it's really not worth finishing this tomb. Even for this video. Just risking this PP. Fuck it. Come on, just jump me. Just jump me. Oh! No, that wasn't good. We only got the stun. We didn't get any damage. Come on, jump me again. Oh! Oh, come on. We're in a rhythm. We're in the rhythm. We're in a rhythm. Jump me again. No! How's he still alive? Oh, fuck. I can't. No, that was a little bit too low. We could actually probably get my pet to finish him off with attack far. It's going to be harder than it looks. Just jump. Just jump. Jump into my hands, Gab. I'll catch you. Oh! I can't ignore those artifacts. But I want to address him, but I can't ignore those artifacts when they come around. Oh, fuck me. Just shoot him. What are you doing, DCC? Just shoot him. You could have been done. Oh my god. Why does he have to jump at a fucking angle? And now he's gonna... I don't even know if I can get him anymore if he's over there. Yeah, it's gonna be really rough. I need to bring him back over here-ish. I need to bring him up and then push him back towards the right. Come on, you jump this way. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now here comes the hard part, is him not pushing me away. Oh, he's gonna jump further in. I need to push him back. Yeah, there we go. Artifacts are so fucking annoying. Jump. Yeah! It only took 20 years. But that's it, really. You know, honestly, you could just ignore that whole Geb segment. Like I said, it's better to just have, you know, like a range class to come with you to do that. But yeah, thanks for watching.